The first thing you notice about the AI interface is the new darker colour. Since Illustrator CS6, the default interface is this medium dark colour. It has been designed for optimum engagement whilst you are working. However, if you do not like it, you can change the brightness. Click on the Preferences button on the Control panel, and then click on User Interface. You can select one of the brightness presets, or you can use the slider to determine your own custom brightness level. You can also change the canvas colour, which is the area around the artboard. And then click OK to save. So now let's examine the components that make up the interface and workspace. The main central area is called the canvas. The white section in the middle is an artboard. This is where you produce your artwork. An AI document can have one or multiple artboards. The command menu is where you can access most functions. You can also access a lot of the functions using keyboard shortcuts. If you expand a command menu option, you will see listed adjacent to the right of each function the keyboard shortcut if one is available. You can also access many of the commands by right-clicking anywhere in the canvas area. This brings up a context menu, and the contents of this menu will vary depending on which tool or function you have active at the time. For example, I can select Show Rulers from the context menu to make the document rulers appear. And I have the same options to show and hide rulers under View, Rulers, and Hide Rulers. To the left of the screen, you have the Tools panel, where you will find all the tools you need to create and manipulate your artwork. Not all of the tools will be relevant or needed for fashion drawing, and over the duration of this course you will learn which ones you will need and which ones you will not. By default, the Tools panel is displayed in a single line. You can change this to display as a double line by clicking on the arrows at the top of the Tools panel. The top part of the Tools panel displays the icons for the individual tools. If a tool has a little mark in the bottom right-hand corner, this means that this tool has sub-options available. To view these options, click and hold on the icon and the sub-options will expand for you to select. The bottom part of the Tools panel contains the colour information, showing you the fill and stroke colour, which is essentially the outline colour of any objects you have selected on the artboard. Directly under the command menu is the Control panel. The Control panel displays options for the tool or object currently selected. For example, if I were to select the Type tool, you will see the extra options related to the Type tool appear in the Control panel. If I were to draw a rectangle, whilst it is selected, editing options for that rectangle appear in the Control panel. If I unselect it, they disappear again. Underneath the Control panel, you can see the tabbed window area, which shows you the documents you currently have open within Illustrator. At present, I only have one, so you can only see one tab. If I quickly create a new document, you can see a new tab appear. Clicking on the tab switches between the open documents. Clicking on the cross at the right of a tab closes the document. To the right of the screen are the panels which help you monitor and modify your work. By default, you can see the essential panels. Click on the panel icon to open and close the panel contents. Alternatively, you can click on the arrows at the top of the panels bar to expand and collapse all the panels. You can also position the panels anywhere you like within the workspace by undocking it. Click and drag on the panel icon to undock the panel. Use the arrows to expand the panel. To dock a panel, simply drag it back to the panels bar. If it is collapsed, then drag the icon itself. The blue bar that appears in the panel bar indicates where the panel will be placed. The area at the top right of the screen displays the Workspace switcher drop-down and a quick search for Adobe Illustrator help. A workspace is a custom layout, and selection of tools, panels, bars and windows. We will go into more detail on workspaces in a later tutorial.